I am to report, and this is a command by God to report this, that I went back in there in the last 35 minutes 2 separate times. Okay? First time I went in there, house quiet, no TV, no sounds. A terrorist out of nowhere turns the TV up, and then up more, and then races barefoot and bashes as hard as it possibly can, shaking the house a door. Now, they've done this for years here, ever since there was this real serious combat that started, and I can't talk about anything about this terror cell right now. But they've been duking it out, like I have said, with special forces. Like, the military knows about this terror cell, folks. I don't talk about the military. All right, so, but they've been doing that bashing stuff, and they were taught that. I can testify to this by the ISIS and Hezbollah, literal foreign militia that came in here. And we've been protected by the Iranian terrorists in our government. They're classified as terrorists, the people who are in offices like office of the president. He's not president, he's arrested. He's basically under arrest. Just trying to explain this, okay? And it's not something I can do. I can't just report and not explain some things anymore. I cannot do this. So to report this, I must explain things, period. End of discussion. All right? So the door bashing, it's got to be one of these meth heads that's doing that. Yeah, I don't believe it's the North Africans that came in, that same crowd. This is that same Boko Haram. Some of them are from Ethiopia. Most of them are from the Middle East, because this is big time Saudi Arabia here. But it's all radical, violent Islamist terrorists here. Big time. Putin runs the police. So he's here. In analogy, he's fucking here, dude. Just consider Putin here. And there's so many military all over this because of that. Because of Trump, Putin, Biden, and the Iranian government. Just say Iranian government, because I don't know exactly who to specify. I mean, you can specify the obvious culprits, the Ayatollah and the last 2 presidents, but I'm not going to try to lecture on exactly who in Iranian government is calling the shots. But I've witnessed all of their hell that they have started here. I've witnessed everything they've taught them, and I've witnessed when they did that huge murder spree that was spot on. I was correct. They started World War III with the shit I witnessed. It's just been incredible what has happened on S Street. Okay, so one of the militia, I tend to believe it was the male, the white male from the Yellow House, who is the Putin one that I can never fucking talk about because he's so tied with Vladimir Putin. The Yellow House, right? That's all the cops over there, exactly. And I named that. I was spot on. When I first started this cell as a rookie, I said, this house is Iran, the next door is Russia. Oh, I fucking named it, and I named it all the way down. And as I went in time, we got more experience in counterterrorism. Here I am today. I'm not so bad anymore. No, I'm pretty good at counterterrorism. But let's just stay on point here. So one of the, I strongly believe the militia, S Street domestic, was up there. They turned the TV up and bashed the door. And then so I come back in here, and as I was in here, that white male went into the backyard of the Yellow House. And I'm commanded to talk about this, so take note I'm even talking about that guy. I know the counter-terrorists, they're the experts at this, so they're already very aware of everything I'm saying. Oh yeah. That I'm doing it, that's what I mean. And he goes in the yard, right there, in the yellow, I don't got to tell the special forces this, but I need to report it. And he stands in the yard for at least 5 minutes just shouting. Like shouting, level 3, crazy, insane person talking on the phone so loud. Nobody talks on the phone that loud. I'm not giving examples. I'm not describing. All I have to say is that the person's mentally not well. They are not well. And they are shouting at the top of their lungs to be heard. A regular conversation. They're not having anything but a regular conversation 5 times too loud in the middle of their back fucking yard. 5 times too loud. It is the white male terrorist, the white male from the yellow house. He did that. So I tend to believe that was him. Okay? So then I go back in. I had to stay in here. My green light from Jesus was don't go in there, set your timer. It was something like, I think 5-6 minutes, and I waited and I went back in. And when I went back in, after a couple minutes, the TV went on again. And within 4 minutes, the TV had been turned up slowly. Sometimes it's faster than this. But by the 4-minute timer, it was at absolute stereo max volume. And there was another terrorist up there. So I don't know how many are running around up there. 100%. And then my green light was get out of this room. I had to stop cooking my chicken. I had to stop. I had to leave everything. And this is why I'm at my wit's end here. I had to close my door. I had to turn my light off. I had to vacate that fucking room in every way that you could. Okay? I had to set timers in here. I had to sit down. I couldn't even stand up. And then out of nowhere, I'm being commanded to talk about this stuff, which honestly, I've witnessed a lot more stuff. I can't find words. That's all I have. This terrorist cell in the U.S. government has completely pulverized me. I have no English word recall. Everything is stuff. That's the only word I remember. But I have witnessed so much stuff in here that talking about these terrorists blasting the TV is peculiar to me. But that is why I'm, without any doubt, commanded by God to report. And I need to do it with some haste. I can't be dragging this out, but I'm sorry, I can't just report. Because just reporting to me is not making sense. Some things need to be explained further. All right, so the TV went up and I was run out of there. And the TV was really creepy. I had a really scary feeling when I was in there. I was like, this isn't good, man. That TV's way too loud. This is not good. And then I am in here, and then now I'm supposed to report this. But I also want to report before the 10 minutes that about 7 minutes of being in here and closing the door, and after I had been out of there for a little bit, like at least maybe 7-8 minutes, they started running Martini Gas. May I repeat, Martini Gas running in this terrorist cell. It's in my room, it's all over, but it doesn't affect me. And my strong guidance is I'm not sick from this Martini Gas. What I am feeling, this exhaustion, is what you're seeing in the physical pictures. The wrist, the braces. I'm the fuck wrung out here, man. There are terrorists running in every cubbyhole a man can fucking make in a house. Bashing doors and doing hundreds of things, hundreds, thousands, I'm not exaggerating, that I cannot even utter or speak about. And they don't stop. It's 24 hours a day. It's terrifying shit that I'll never forget. I don't know what to do anymore. And I can't say one word about any of it. But I can say this, the Martini Gas, it stopped about 2 minutes ago. I did the report with some Martini Gas. It's not running real long time. Martini Gas affects me, but it's like having a alcoholic beverage, but you know it's Martini and you know that you're getting kind of loaded. In fact, I think they're starting to pump some more. Yeah, you can, well, you're not supposed to be able to vary it and survey it. It doesn't affect me like it's supposed to. I'm just telling you now, they're starting to pump it more. So this is the second pump of Martini. And they're doing it, I would say, every about 6 minutes. So this is the second one. And they pumped it before. They started pumping it after I had witnessed that TV going up. And I know it leaks into this room, so I don't know where they're pumping it. And I don't know what's going on here, but this is all I'm supposed to say, and I'm commanded to just not say anything else about this terrorist cell. All right, there you go. Bye.